Imagine zipping through toll stations without a worry, knowing exactly how much is in your FasTrak account at any moment. In this explainer, we'll uncover the secrets to managing your FasTrak balance effortlessly, ensuring you're never caught off guard. We're going to break down the exact steps, common hurdles, and some seriously incredible insider tips to help you truly master your account. So, FasTrak, it's absolutely essential for anyone using California's toll roads, bridges, and express lanes, right? It's a fantastic system that lets you pay electronically without stopping. But I have a question for you. Do you actually know where your account is hosted? Think about it for a second. You might have bought a transponder at Costco down in San Diego, or maybe you signed up online while living in San Francisco, or you got one through LA Metro. Because your transponder works seamlessly everywhere in the state, from the Golden Gate Bridge all the way down to the 91 express lanes, most drivers just assume it's all one giant unified system. But as we're about to see, that assumption is exactly what trips so many of us up when we try to do something as simple as checking our balance. All right, let's jump into part 1, the regional portal puzzle. Okay, let's really dive into this, because this is literally the biggest misconception about the entire California tolling system. Understanding this is absolutely crucial to mastering your account. The general perception is that there's just one statewide system. You drive anywhere in California, the toll tag beeps, and one massive central computer somewhere handles your money. But the reality? It is entirely different. The system is actually a network of decentralized regional agencies. So checking an account balance online is not a centralized statewide operation at all. It's totally fragmented across different regional jurisdictions. Basically, while your transponder communicates with every toll reader in the state, your actual prepaid account, your money, your dashboard, your login, lives exclusively with the specific regional agency that issued your toll tag. To put that into perspective, if you drive in the Bay Area, your account is likely with BATEA, which you access through bayareafasttrack.org. But if you're in Orange County, you're dealing with the TCA at thetollroads.com. Cruising the 91 express lanes? That's OCTA or RCTA at myaccount.91expresslanes.com. LA Metro has its very own portal. And down in San Diego, you're logging into SandDog. And the required credentials? They vary wildly too. Some sites just need a username and password, some let you use your transponder number. You really have to know exactly which website is yours, because if you try logging into the Bay Area site with an LA Metro account, the system won't even recognize you. Moving right along to part 2, checking your balance online, step by step. Now that we've solved that whole regional puzzle, let's walk through the actual process of checking your balance. First, navigate to your specific regional URL that we just talked about. Second, go ahead and log in. Depending on your agency, you'll need your username, account number, or transponder number, plus your password. But a quick heads up here, cybersecurity is definitely getting tighter. For instance, if your account with LA Metro, you're going to have to enter a dynamic 2-factor authentication code to get in. Finally, once you're inside, just locate the account summary or dashboard panel. On the 91 express lanes, it's under the My Dashboard tab. For Bay Area FasTrak, it's under your account dashboard or transaction history. This is exactly where you'll see your prepaid balance and all your recent toll charges. Okay, part 3, solving common account challenges. Look, keeping track of yet another username and password isn't always easy. We've all been there. But if you get locked out, maintaining access to your portal is critical to avoid some pretty heavy administrative penalties from missed tolls. Thankfully, the credential recovery procedure is highly standardized across the whole state. Let's use the 91 Express lanes or Riverside Express as our example here. If you forget your password, simply click Forgot Password on the login screen. It'll prompt you to enter your username and your registered email address. Hit Submit, and the system immediately dispatches an automated reset link straight to your inbox. It's just a simple self-service mechanism designed to get you back into your account super quickly. Actually, scratch that. There is one massive operational exception to everything we've just talked about. If you're comparing a standard online account with an anonymous account, the rules completely flip. Some drivers actively choose to open an anonymous account to protect their consumer privacy. Now, these accounts are opened exclusively in person, like at a walk-in center in San Francisco, using cash, money orders, or cashier's checks. They require 0 personal identifiers, no address, no vehicle details. But because there are absolutely no digital credentials tied to this account, you have 0 online portal access. You literally cannot check your balance on the internet. So what does this all mean for anonymous users trying to track their funds? Well, they have to rely entirely on the physical world. If this is you, you've got to pay close attention to those physical driver feedback displays at the toll plazas. When your funds dip, the sign will flash low bal or account low as you drive through. To actually check the exact dollar amount or replenish the account, you have to manage it completely offline. That means visiting a walk-in customer service center in person like it's 1999, or calling their automated phone systems with your account number. Which brings us to part 4, real user hacks and tips. This is where it gets really interesting. Let's transition away from the official rulebook and talk about how people actually manage this in the real world. We've dug up some incredible community-driven solutions from folks on Reddit who have totally mastered the art of managing their FasTrak accounts. The biggest frustration drivers face, hands down, is the automatic replenishment system. As Reddit user Young Maya Angelou points out, FasTrak uses an algorithm based on your crossing frequency. Agencies like LA Metro actually recalculate your average toll use every 3 months. When your balance dips below a certain threshold, say $10 or $15, the system automatically debits your credit card or bank account. The problem? That algorithm might suddenly decide to withdraw $40, $75, or even $100 if you've been driving a lot recently. If you aren't expecting it, this authorized transaction can completely render you overdrawn, hitting you with bank fees and just causing a ton of financial stress. So how do you take the power back? Another Reddit user shared this brilliant, totally actionable solution. Contact FasTrak customer service and ask them to delete your credit card and switch over to cash account so you'll have to manually add funds. It's that simple. By completely removing your credit card from the online portal, you stop the algorithm right in its tracks. You regain absolute control over exactly when and exactly how much money is deposited into your account. Now, if manual payments aren't really your style, here's an even more advanced technical hack. Reddit user That One Robbie says, I use a privacy card for FasTrak specifically for this reason. A privacy card is basically a virtual credit card that you can link to your FasTrak account. The absolute genius here is that you can set strict spending limits on the virtual card itself. Even if the tolling agency's algorithm tries to unexpectedly withdraw $100, the virtual card will decline any amount over the limit you set. It provides a perfect buffer between the tolling agency and your actual hard-earned checking account. To summarize, these real-world strategies for you. You can switch to manual cash replenishment for total control or utilize virtual cards to cap those automatic deductions. Now, I do have to say, there is a bit of a risk to manual replenishment. If you forget to add funds and drive through a toll, you're going to get hit with a toll violation notice, which very often includes a hefty $25 penalty fee. But here's a pro tip from our Reddit veterans for this too. The customer service agents on the phone are usually third-party employees who know exactly how frustrating this system can be. If you do mess up, just call them. Be completely calm, admit you made a mistake forgetting to add funds, and politely ask if they can waive the violation fee so you can just pay the original toll. More often than not, a polite demeanor will get that penalty waived right on the spot. Finally, part 5, our summary and the official disclaimer. Let's wrap this up. So the crucial point is that the system might be decentralized and a little bit quirky, but once you know the rules, it's actually highly manageable. Here are your key takeaways. First, identify your specific regional portal based on who issued your transponder. Don't just blindly Google FasTrak. Second, regularly log in and monitor your dashboard. Third, always keep your license plates updated on the portal. If your transponder fails to beep, the cameras will read your plate, and if it matches your active account, you completely avoid a violation ticket. And finally, if you hate surprise charges, leverage those manual payments or virtual cards to take control of your cash flow. Managing your account online is incredibly efficient once you understand this decentralized architecture. And of course, we need to officially note, this explainer is for informational purposes only. Please refer to the official FasTrak website or customer service for the most accurate and up-to-date information regarding your account. Policies, portal URLs, and fees can and do change, so always verify your specific details directly with your issuing agency. Well, we've demystified the regional portals, mapped out the online dashboards, and shared some amazing insider tips to protect your bank account from those wild algorithmic auto drafts. You now have the exact blueprint to navigate California's complex tolling landscape without all the stress. So I'll leave you with this one final thought to chew on. Does mastering this fragmented system finally put you back in the driver's seat? Apply these tips today, log into your correct regional portal, and take complete control of your tolling account. Thanks for joining me on this explainer, and happy driving.